Alright, what's up everyone? So today I'm going to be talking about a guitar tip of the day. Um, so today I want to talk about effects pedals. Why effects pedals are a great tool for us guitar players. Well, there's different kinds of effects pedals. For example, I have an MXR micro flanger, MXR Phase 95, and phaser pedal. So these are just two examples. There's fuzz pedals, octave pedals, delay pedals, reverb pedals, distortion pedals, overdrive pedals. But these pedals that provide different effects aren't just something to play around with. They often can inspire us to practice differently and can inspire us to play differently and maybe create a new riff or a song, part of a song that we otherwise wouldn't have written that way if we were not using these effects. So when you look at it in that context, these effects pedals, among the many of them, are very useful because at the end of the day, as a guitar player, you want to boost your creativity, you want to become more creative. That's part of that being a musician, being creative, finding ways to be creative, and that is one way among many that you can kind of, I don't know if I would say practice your creativity, but it kind of like will activate that creative spark in you that we all have. Micro flanger and phaser, these are just two small examples of how different effects pedals. Some effects pedals I'd recommend for beginners. If your amp does not have reverb, I would go with reverb. That's pretty standard. Reverb with delay, or vibrato. If your amp has reverb and let's say vibrato, then maybe get a delay pedal. A delay pedal, you can create something different. Like the one riff in Welcome to the Jungle, in the beginning riff is used with the delay pedal. That's just one example of guitar parts that are created that are cool with these effects that they use that create them. Um, so for the beginner, well, I'd recommend maybe if you're a reverb delay pedal. If your amp doesn't have reverb, then if it does, use that. Maybe an overdrive or distortion pedal. It depends on what kind of music you're playing, of course. An overdrive pedal is a lighter. It's not like distortion. Distortion is a heavier effect that distorts the signal. Overdrive, like if you have a tube amp, it just sends your tubes into overdrive, so it can create like an edge of breakup kind of just like compressed sound.